Hey y'all, what's up? There? Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? I don't know why my background is like so big. It's so big. It's huge today. It doesn't matter though. How y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Y'all give me housekeeping, 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 please and thank you. Give it to me. 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 Oh, hold on, y'all. I gotta fix this. I've got to fix this. YouTube land is good to go, but this is gonna drive me nuts over here. Hold on. Because I had my stuff set up like pretty much so it was perfect the way that I wanted it. And now this is like stressing me out. Okay, because I don't know why it's showing up so big today. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. Uh, How's everybody doing today, by the way? Are y'all giving me the housekeepings? Housekeep it up, housekeep it up. We're going to try and get in and get out because I know a lot of y'all are at work. And then on top of y'all being at work, we do have to come back tonight out here in these streets because y'all know it's time to talk about the things that are happening. Ah, much better. There we go. Now I can see the comments. I ain't even know what's going on. Oh shoot, let me get up, baby. That was stressing me out. Okay, it says I'm in the studio, but I can't. Let me back in here. Oh, MG. Child, is to put me out the studio. I don't feel like fixing it out, but now that you oh, now, hold on. Let's see. Nope, still giving me echo. Hold on, child. I don't know where it's at. There we go. I'm back in the studio now and I'm echo free. That was crazy. I didn't even know StreamYard could do that. Y'all didn't give me the housekeepings. Y'all didn't give me the housekeepings. Housekeep, and tap that screen. Tap that screen. Let's get up to our first 5,000 likes as we go through housekeeping so we can get through content today. So for those of you that do not know, for the past, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks or so, we have been talking about specifically how you can become a paid content creator, okay? AKA how brands, how you actually get in a position so that you're able to work with brands, how brands want to work with you, all of that good stuff, the stuff that nobody really tells you. So that's what we have been talking about. And so Not yesterday, Monday we were on, and I told you guys how to turn like the free gift or the free simple offers into paid offers. And so then a few of you guys slid inside of my DM and you were like, well, I'm not even being offered like free gifts. How do I even get to that point? And so basically today we're going to talk about how do you get lined up so that you get companies to offer you free things, and more specifically how we get brands to offer you money to pay you for your content. You do not have to have a lot of followers. Okay. Normally I do try and encourage people to get to at least 1,000 followers because it does make it a lot easier for you to actually get a paycheck. Do I have clients that have under 1,000 followers that periodically get checks? Yes. But to be honest, 1,000 like normally is the magic number where you're going to get paid anywhere from like $250 up to $1,500 for different pieces of content that you're able to create for these companies and for these brands. So if that is interesting to you, then you are in the right place. Hey, Add to Cart Beauty Bar, thank you so much for sharing. Oh, there's another piece of housekeeping before we get in. Now I'm gonna come back on live and we're gonna talk about this. And this is just the idea. I don't know. I don't know if we're doing this or not. This is just an idea. Okay, and y'all give me your feedback. We'll talk some more about this. I'll be back on later to talk about this. So y'all remember I was telling y'all that I'm going through a period where I'm trying to like declutter, and I have like excesses of stuff. Like I have excesses of watches. You know what I mean? The reality of the situation, there's probably only about 4 watches that I wear like pretty much constantly on a regular basis. I don't think there's any thing wrong with having like a show watch, you know what I mean, or something like that on special occasion, but it is what it is, with earrings, with shoes, and definitely with sunglasses and designer handbags. I have a lot of designer handbags, to the point that I have designer handbags that people really, really would love to have that I am not doing anything with. Like this one that's here, I've probably carried this bag a total of 3 times. So it's basically brand new. So one of my friends was like, you should sell them. You should like create a closet for yourself on Poshmark, and you should sell some of the sunglasses and shades and stuff like that you're not using. I said, oh, that sounds like a good idea. And then I had this thought this morning, but I'm not saying I'm doing this. I need to get a collective. I don't think I auction Penthouse Mindset. So, and the reason I had this thought, y'all know I was covering the stuff about Mr. Beast and how a bunch of his team was saying that he really doesn't give things away to people. He just purchases stuff for like his friends and family. But okay, so y'all know we do holiday like gifts, right? We do gifts and stuff for the kingdom. So this is like a super gorgeous Chanel 19 bag. Okay. This one is beautiful. Some of you guys can go and look up on Chanel and you'll see how many thousands of dollars this costs. And I have so many of you guys that are like, it's your dream to own a Chanel bag, or you feel like you'll never have a Chanel, because of how much they cost. Okay. You said there's an app called What Not, where you can go live and set a minimum bid and sell your items. I'll look into it. If it's gonna take too much work, I don't want to do it. I'm just being honest. I like the idea when they were telling me about Poshmark, because literally I can just take the pictures and the videos and put it up there, and people can just message me and say they want it or not. But I had this idea. I'm not sure we're gonna do this, but this is just an idea, and I want y'all to see. Okay. When I say I barely have carried this, if you look really, really closely, baby, the plastic film, the protective film that they put on the bags, yeah, it's still on here. Can y'all see that? I take a really, really good care of my bags. Really, really good care of my bags. Really, really good care of my stuff. But this is the thing. There's nothing wrong with this bag, but I literally barely ever reach for it. Like I'm more of like a jumbo flap. I like the double flaps. I like the camera bags. I like the trendy. I like the Coco handle. Those are more of my style. I like more structured bags, right? Like my trendies, I carry them almost every day. Y'all have probably carried this bag like 3 times. I'm not even exaggerating. That's why it still practically looks brand new. So anyway, all of the bags that I'm going to be putting up are bags that they're beautiful bags, but I just don't use them. So then I had this idea. I said, what if we tied this into sales? And I picked a few products. And if you purchase those products, maybe over the next week or two, I could gift the Chanel bag to one of my clients. I thought about that. And then I said we could take it even a step further because I have like Brahmin bags and wallets. I have Balenciaga. I have Louis Vuitton. I have Gucci bags and stuff like that. So then I thought about doing it like a rising scale, but we're just going to see who would be interested in this, right? And so like as a group, if we cost so much in sales of those particular products, then instead of the wallet, then we'd be like, okay, well now you can get this Brahmin purse. And then we hit another level in sales, then we can trade out to Brahmin for like, okay, now you can get this Gucci. And then we hit another level in sales, like, well, instead of the Gucci, now I'm going to give one of you guys with a Balenciaga bag. And then we hit another level in sales, like, well, instead of this, well, now one of you guys can get gifted with the Louis Vuitton. And then once we hit another threshold in sales, it's like, well, we hit this threshold. So now I'll gift one of you guys with the Chanel bag. Y'all like that idea? I've never done anything like that. I've never seen anyone else do anything like this. This is like all just like fresh ideas. And just because you have an idea doesn't mean it's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm definitely going to make a Poshmark closet, but I thought it could be fun instead because you guys purchase products from me anyway, that maybe I pick like 5 or 6 of our products and just be like, anyone that purchased those products between this certain dates are eligible, to be gifted one of these items. Because I know a lot of you guys like I think this one is like 6,600. It's more than that now, but it was 6,600 at the time because I keep all my papers. So whoever like gives, if I give you something, you'll get everything. You'll get the dust bag, you'll get the boxes, you'll get all of that. But it's just the idea. I don't know if we're going to do that or not before. I'm just throwing it out there. So when we finish content today, I'll come back online and I'll show y'all the bags that I'm going to be putting in the store. And y'all can tell me if y'all want to do it or not. And if y'all want to do it, then we'll set it up. We'll try it. But like for instance, a lot of the bags though, when I say I've never touched them, like they still like pristine condition. Like for instance, I have a $4,500. It's like a pastel pink Lady Dior. It's a matte lambskin bag. Never carried it. Never carried it. I also had that same bag in matte black and matte charcoal and graphite. When I say I've never carried it, hey, my D, what's going on? I have. My D, come back this evening. This evening's broadcast is going to be the broadcast you want to be in, my D. Okay, this is the business streams. We chill over here, lower count. Come back this evening when we out here talking about Kamala, okay? Kamala and Trump. That's when you're going to come for some fun, my guy. That's when you're going to see something, okay? My D, let me follow you. I didn't even know you were on TikTok. I had no idea you're on TikTok, bro. Let me follow you. Yes, come back. I'll be on around 6:30 this evening. Around 6:30. But right now I'm posing an idea. So y'all, when we finish educational content today, I'm gonna come back. I'll pull some of the bags that I'm gonna put in a little Poshmark closet. But if you guys like the idea of having the opportunity to be gifted them because you're my customers, then we can try that too. Because like I said, I've never done that before. But like, yeah, my Lady Dior, and people would be like, what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't reach for it on a regular basis. And I have so many other pink bags. I just, you know what I'm saying? But like the graphite one and the charcoal one, yeah, I use those a lot. Same thing with the Chanel 19. I'm just not a Chanel 19 girl. I like the jumbos. I like the boy bags. I like the Coco. I like the trendy Chanels. Like I like my Chanel bags more structured, right? Y'all like this idea? Y'all are saying y'all. So what products do y'all really want? Because that's probably because it's not gonna be everything. I'm probably just gonna pick maybe 5 or 6, like a specific suite of products. And y'all be thinking about that. So when we come back, y'all can tell me what products y'all want. Okay. And if this works, then I guess this is something we can do all the time. Because I got a lot of bags. I got a lot of bags, a lot of watches, a lot of jewelry. Like I sold 2 of my Rolexes last week because literally out of all my Rolexes, there are only 2 that I wear all the time. The other ones, I never wear them. I literally had them and they were just sitting in the boxes. and they were in pristine condition. And the guy that bought them, he was like, "Holy hell!" He was like, "These are practically new." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "One of them I've only worn 3 times, and the second one I've only worn it. I'd only worn that watch twice in 2 years. I'd only worn it twice." So I'm just kind of going through this phase where I don't want to be holding on to stuff like just to have stuff. And then especially if there's someone else that I know will like it and love it. And a lot of you guys have communicated to me how much you would love to own like a Chanel bag or Hermes bag, but you know that that's something that's probably not a possibility for you. So I was like, well, maybe there's a way, you know what I'm saying, I can tie it into this. So we'll see. I got all kinds of brand new Brahmin bags because people know I love Brahmin. So they buy me Brahmin bags as gifts. But like if I don't like the color or the shape, I say thank you, but I haven't worn it. I haven't done anything with them. Like literally brand new bags just sitting in the closet. You excited for me cleaning things out? I am too. I am too. Y'all, okay, wait. No, y'all got to keep tapping. We got to get to 5,000 before we can start content today. 5,000, tap, 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 tap. If you guys are just getting here, my name is Ashley Ann. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer, but most importantly to y'all, I'm a business builder. I teach people how to get paid on social media. I've been doing it for a really, really long time. If you guys are in here and if I've helped you make money, drop the dollar signs, the credit card emojis, the euro, the yen, whatever makes you feel good down in your sha-na-na. If you feel your favorite, oh my God, somebody, hey Yvonne, thank you so much for the heart. Thank you so much. I didn't even realize you sent me the heart as a gift. Thank you. If y'all have a biz bestie, now's the time to invite, share. Thank you for everybody dropping the money mouse in the money bags. Yes, I've helped almost 900 people create 6-figure incomes. 176 of my clients have made $1 million in under a year. So I'm really, 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 really good at making money. Okay. More specifically, making money in digital markets and with digital channels. So, we do really good with selling our own products and services, and we do really well being paid through brand deals. And so for the past couple of weeks, I've been teaching you guys how you can get paid from these companies, even if you have a smaller account. And by small account, I mean under 10,000 followers. And there are absolutely 100% a plethora of companies that will pay you. Okay. So we talked about how to turn a gifted collaboration into a paid collaboration for money on Monday. And then some of you guys slid inside of my DMs and y'all were like, well, hey, girl, I'm not even getting the offers for the gifted stuff. I'm not even getting the offers for the free stuff. Like, how do I even get there? So I'll be honest, getting money and getting free stuff is honestly pretty much like the same process. So we're just going to do, I mean, there are like little tweaks here and there, but we're just going to start with the bases. And these are things that you guys are going to be able to start implementing relatively soon. And if you do have a small account and you want to get paid by brands, I have a small account, big brand challenge. It starts on the 14th of August. We meet every Wednesday, 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you are interested in coming to that challenge, click the link in my bio. You're going to tap the first button and you will see all of the details. Okay. You do see a countdown timer on that page. Basically, when the timer goes down, the price goes up. Also, some of you guys were telling me you wanted to get in, but you know, the way your credit is set up, you can't get approved for, you know, some of those buy now pay later programs. So we did add a no credit check, no credit, bad credit, don't want to have your credit ran, whatever it is, but we added a payment plan there as well. So when you get to the page, you'll see where you can pay $97 down and then $97 a week, and you can come into the program. So hopefully that helps some of you guys that wanted to come into the program, but you didn't have the money to, you didn't have the money to pay in full, and you could not get approved for some of the options. So just do it that way. There's no credit check. You're instantly approved. And it breaks down into a weekly payment, and you can come on in. Okay. So y'all check that out too. If you're one of those people that fell into that category, and you ain't got to put your business out there, baby. You know who you are. Okay. Go on and do that. All right. All right. Now, so first thing first, let's talk about types of content that fall into UGC content. First of all, does everybody know what UGC content is before I just start carrying on? And our light goal for today is 30,000. Instagram. work the fingers. Instagram is always playing with me. Why do we have to go through this every day, Instagram? Every day I get on here for business content. I always have to remind y'all to buy badges and to tap the goddamn screen. Why do I not see a constant flow of hearts? Why I gotta beg y'all to like the stream? If you guys like and if you guys comment, thank you for my team bracelets, Lady Thompson. Thank you, thank you. If you guys are liking, if you guys are tapping the screen, then it lets the algorithm know y'all are down for what's going on in here, and they will send me out to other people, and then more people learn that I exist, and that's how we grow. And that's the least that you can do when I get on here and I give all of this free 99 for nothing to you. Hey, Texas Girl Travel, thank you for the heart me. All right. Now, Instagram, if I look up a couple times, baby, and I don't see that little constant flow of hearts, I swear to God, stream is ended. Okay. Stream is ended. I swear to God. All right. why I gotta threaten y'all? Anyway, does everybody know what UGC is? Hey, Tim Roof Vintage, what's going on? You said no. So UGC basically means user generated content. Now, why is user generated? Hey, Sada. Hey, Sada Chief. Thank you for my bracelets. Why do companies care about user generated content? Well, okay, the number one rule of marketing is be where your clients are, okay? And the younger demographics, and we're gonna say millennial and under, do not spend a lot of time watching TV. If you guys do watch TV, you have like subscription services, right? I'm saying you guys, like I'm not in the category. I'm in the category too. A lot of us spend way more time online. We curate what we want to watch. A lot of us listen to like a lot of podcasts and stuff like that. And so traditional advertising is just not as effective when you start looking at millennials and Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Okay. So these companies have realized this. So initially they would come in and they would try and market on social media. And the way they would try and market on social media, it just was not getting anywhere. It wasn't getting any traction. People felt like they were being sold to, and this was agitating people. And then someone started paying attention to all of the influencers and the content creators, and they started studying why are we able to move products and services and bring awareness, right, and get people to purchase, and they cannot. And then somebody eventually figured out, they were like, well, you know what? We can just work with these people that already have the eyes and ears of their audience, that already have a know, like, and trust factor, and we can get them to promote our stuff. Okay. And this is pretty much where the birth of the digital influencer came from. And then somebody else realized, they said, you know what? People, they like people that they can relate to. They like content that they feel like makes sense to them. And so it does not necessarily have to be an influencer. And so this is when companies started realizing that they could work with humans, like actual content creators that understand the trends, they understand the language, they understand the environment, right? They understand all of that. And those people can create content for them that buyers will actually respond to. They can create content that helps get the message out. They can create content that helps build a relationship. They can create content that actually sells stuff. And they can do a much better job of this than the actual companies can do. Okay. So then you start seeing UGC content, you start seeing these affiliate programs, right? TikTok Shop has like blown up off of people's, like other regular people, not influencers, suggesting products, right? And creating their own videos and telling us about why they like it, why they don't like it, whatever's going on. So this is a very, very real thing. And it's a super cool concept, right? So UGC is literally content that humans, that like users of the platforms, users of the app are creating. And so the cool thing about UGC is that you don't have to have a lot of followers for companies and brands to pay you or to send you free stuff. Blink, blink, blink. Is everybody picking up what I'm putting down? So y'all know we talked probably like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, about the unboxings and stuff, right? We talked about specifically finding like your niche. So you do need a niche, right? And you need some sub content and all of that good stuff. And so right now, let's talk about now there's a lot of UGC content, but let's talk about the specific types that I know for a fact that companies and brands are looking for. Okay. First of all, any type of social media content is going to be a win. When it comes to videos, there are videos where people do like product placement. There are videos where they're dedicated. So a dedicated video means that you only talk about that particular product or that particular service. There are no other logos. There are no other brands like anywhere in the shot, in the camera shot. It is only solely just about that particular brand. So like, let's see, I have a little microphone on my desk, right? So if I was going to create dedicated content talking about this microphone and how much I like it or how great I think it is, this, you see what I'm saying? Like if this is what I was going to do, hey Tanya, why are you asking me about Mr. Martin? Anyway, then this would be dedicated content, but in order for it to be dedicated, I couldn't have this necklace on because my necklace has the double C's. You see what I'm saying? So that's a logo, so I have to take that off. And then I would be able to talk about this, okay? And I could give the review, I could give the test, I could give the information, I could do a case study, whatever it is that I think that's going to encourage people to get this particular microphone. Okay. Now, people love reviews and testimonials. If I'm honest, thank you for the heart, me and Gina Maxine. If I'm being honest, literally, I feel that reviews and testimonials are the easiest way to get your foot in the door, especially if you have a small following, because these companies understand that you being a real human, a regular person that's giving insight, information, and feedback about whatever it is that they have is very powerful, and it can help you make goo gaggles of money. Okay? If that makes sense. Well, thank you, Tanya. He said, because you sound like him, he knows exactly what he's talking about and will let you know. Factual. I do know what I'm talking about in this area. That's funny. Thank you so much. Right now, next, video content. A lot of y'all need to understand and master short form content. It is very seldom, thank you, Gina Maxine. It is very, very seldom that a brand is going to want long form content from you. Thank you, Gina Maxine. A lot of times they're looking to keep the audience's attention. So a lot of the jobs that I'm awarded, they typically want the video to be 35 seconds or less. A lot of them prefer for it to be 15 seconds or less. And I know you think that 15 seconds is not a lot of time. Baby, it is more than enough time to get the point across for what that company or that brand wants you to do. Okay. So I'm telling y'all this right now. I'm telling you what other people are not telling you. If you're trying to work with a company or a brand, do not send them a long pitch video that's 2 and 3 minutes long. I did an audit with a client a couple days ago, and it was one of you guys. If you want to say it was me, you can say it was me, but you can keep it to yourself right now. But we were in the live stream, and y'all asked me a question, and I was like, "Oh, you can slide in my DM." Okay. And, y'all were like, well, Ashley, what do I need to book? What product do I need from you? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, slide in my DM. Ultimately, we ended up doing an audit for her. And so we did a power session. And so she had told me she had been pitching a lot of companies and a lot of brands, and she was trying to become, a full-time content creator, or at least create partial income from this. And she was like, what am I doing wrong? And so she didn't have a rate card, which I told y'all about that the other day. She did not have a designated website that was already put together. And I'm telling those of you that are coming into the boot camp, especially if you got the study hall, we are going to build you a really, really strong page. Okay, you need a page. If you're out here saying I want to make $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 a year, $500,000 a year, whatever it is that you want to make from brand deals and content creation, please understand you need a separate page. You can't just put a little section on your website with all that other stuff going on. Them people don't care about that. They want to know what you can do for them. when it comes to your brand and to your company. And there is a layout and there are certain things that they're looking for. So she did not have the media card. She did not have a separate website. Remember, I told y'all the other day that you need to get a domain and a URL and you need an email and all that good stuff. So, but when I saw her pitch, I knew immediately why she was out of the door. These people are super busy. The same way you're busy in your everyday life, they're busy in their everyday lives. Not only are they super busy, remember, you are saying, I can create content for you that's going to convert and help you get clients and customers. Remember, that's what you're saying. So everything that you're submitting literally is a reflection of your work. Everything is being looked at. So if you have a pitch video and this pitch video is 2 minutes, 3 minutes long, baby, you're out of there. You're out of there. You have to be able to effectively communicate to that brand in 60 seconds or less. And if I'm being honest, I'd be trying to get it down to 40 seconds or less, because any of the larger deals that I've gotten, any of the proposals that I'm going out for right now too, most of them want short videos. Now, sometimes if people want to put you like on their YouTube, or they want you to make like an info video or something that's going to be like on their websites, at that time, they may ask for a longer form video. Hey, Queen Nisha 11, thank you for the heart me. At that point in time, y'all, if, by the way, if you see a orange heart above me with a plus sign, baby, that means you're not TikTok official. You're not a part of the kingdom, okay? You're not part of the kingdom. Okay, that's what that means. Click it, baby, and become TikTok official. If the heart above me is silver or gray, that means you haven't sent your heart me in a long time. You got to send your heart me every day. The heart me is only 1 penny. Okay, send them goddamn heart meets. All right. Hey, Yvonne. See, Instagram was over here playing games with me, and they thought that I was just gonna keep talking and they not tapping. Bye, Instagram. This is that I don't know why do they make me have to act like that. Thank you for everybody in Facebook that is liked. YouTube, make sure y'all are actually liking. Tapping the screen is great too, but I need y'all to actually like the broadcast. I don't know why they out here playing games with me. Why are they trying me? Yeah, and I already know somebody being they be like, well, I'd have told them if I looked over there like 2 or 3 times. I did not see any hearts. I'm out of here. Tapping the screen is free. That's the least you can do. Y'all are like, y'all be on the internet talking about y'all tired of content creators begging for money and stuff like that. I don't have a Cash App goal up. Thank you, Yvonne. I haven't said y'all hit me with X amount of, I haven't said that. The only thing I'm asking y'all to do is tap the screen and share the live with your biz besties. If you know 2 or 3 people that are in business or they want to make money, share. Okay, tap the screen. That's all you got to do. It helps me. Send those little, spam me with those little 1-cent gifts or whatever. All of that helps me rank in the algorithm. It helps me get unshadow banned. It helps TikTok show me to other people on the Explore page so that new people can learn about our community and join the kingdom. That's what I'm asking for. Okay, that's all I'm asking for. Yvonne, thank you for the perfume. Anitra, thank you for the heart me. Thank you. Right. Penthouse, thank you for my bracelet. Like, why do I got to end the stream? Why did they make me do that? Anyway, doesn't matter. What was I talking about? Oh, I was telling you guys that your pitch video, and some of y'all like pitch video. Yes, baby. Some of y'all are going to need a pitch video. Everybody needs one. Sometimes people will ask for it. Sometimes people won't. But I will tell you this, sending a pitch video, and there's a Chrome extension that you can download. It's a free Chrome extension, and it will even make it so that the video will play inside of the email, and they don't even have to leave their email. I'm trying to put you on game. Shout out to everybody that's coming to the boot camp. Okay, imagine how impressive that is when you send an email and there's a little video in there that's under a minute, okay, and they can play it directly inside of the email, never even have to go into another browser. You're already heads above the competition, okay? So get your pitch and make it short. Make it short. Stop sending people all these long pitches, okay? Because they want the video short. And you will see as you get awarded jobs, a lot of times if they're asking for a video, they literally want it 15 to 35 seconds, okay? Next, whenever we get into content, they do like case studies. So if you're really good at creating case studies, you absolutely positively should be promoting and pushing that. Which brings me to my second point is you are going to have to figure out what type of content you want to master. Okay. So for me, I'll be honest, I typically don't like doing like case studies. I know some people do. I don't like doing that because it's a lot of work. I'm trying to keep up with information, data, the times I'm using, different measurements, shifts, changes, all of that kind of stuff. Baby, you have to be paying me handsomely for me to do all of that work. Okay. Handsomely. Somebody slid in my DMs yesterday. They're like a luxury fragrance brand. And they were like, oh, we have this fragrance. It's, $700, blah, 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 blah. We'll send you the fragrance in exchange for a 30-second reel. And I'm like, the fragrance and also we need some money, we need some dollars for these seconds, like what are we talking about? And they were like, oh well, this is a gifted opportunity. Well, no thank you. Well, the perfume $700. Well, see, this is the thing. If you paid me the rate that it is for a story or for a reel on my page, I could buy your perfume. I would much rather be able to buy your fragrance than for you to gift me the fragrance. Blink, blink, blink. When we all know that if you're selling the fragrance for over $700, that means it didn't cost $700 for you to produce said fragrance. Now, did it? Okay. Anyway, but some of you guys would have been really happy to take the fragrance. And I'm not going to lie. Like, now, if somebody would have offered me a $700 fragrance, maybe in exchange for a short on my YouTube channel, I probably would have taken it because I don't have a large audience over there. And I'm just now, I'm just figuring out what I wanted to do with my YouTube platform and how I wanted it to be set up. Right. So at that point, you're looking at the platform as well too. If when I first started TikTok, and let's say I don't know, when I had like back in the day when I had like 1,500, Kingdom members on TikTok, and someone was like, well, I'll give you this $700 perfume in exchange for a post, I probably would have negotiated for the perfume and a commission on the back end with the post or something like that. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? But anyway, I digress. Okay. If you want to take a gifted collaboration, that is 100% up to you. But any of you guys that have over 10,000 followers, if I were you, I probably wouldn't be doing gifted collabs. I think gifted collabs are more for in the beginning stages when you're in your infancy and you need to build up your portfolio and you need to get comfortable with, knowing how to create the content and tag a brand, knowing the process of turning in, the digital assets, the raw files, negotiating about your exclusivity and stuff like that. Because some of these people want a lot, and I'm like, not you over here asking me for exclusivity. not not you asking me for not you not wanting to pay me for usage rights, right? But you want the ability to run this on your website in perpetuity, like to run ads with it in perpetuity, to put it on your page in perpetuity. No, dog, that's a no, because they'll try and game you like that, and your job is to say no thank you. Okay. So anyway, now that you know what types of UGC content are out there, it's your job to figure out, what do I want to be good at? Do you want to be good at taking like images? Do you want to master reels? Do you want to master like infographics? Do you have a blog? Because there are a lot of people, they have blogs, right? And people don't know this. The brand will pay you to like create a blog post. The brand will pay you to have their advertisement of their product or their company on your blog. And a lot of y'all don't know that. CC Creator, you said you needed to hear that, baby. Yes, baby. You got to negotiate. You got to open up your mouth. A lot of them, they're counting on the fact that people don't know, and sometimes, it's okay to say, I will pass on this job. I will pass on this thing. That's okay. All right. Now we got to start researching. And what I always tell people to do, and those of you that are coming into boot camp, one of the exercises we're going to have you do is to create your wish list, or AKA your hit list. And these are companies and products that you already love. I always tell people to start with what's in their home. You don't have to go out and buy anything new. This is why you're in the process, right, of waiting to be able to get your PR gifts and stuff like that. So if it's stuff that you already buy, it's stuff that you already use every day, you're going to find the marketing address for these companies, and you're going to reach out to them, and you're going to send them a very simple, short email. Okay. Super short. You're just going to say, hi, I'm such and such, your name. Okay. Hi, I'm such and such, and I create reviews, or I create testimonial review. I normally like reviews more than testimonials because a review gives you the ability to be honest, but you can say I create reviews for blank products. So for instance, if you are like a food influencer and you cook, you may create reviews around cookware. If you're a beauty influencer, maybe you create reviews over foundations. If you're a skincare person, maybe you do skincare or moisturizer reviews. If you're a wiggy, okay, maybe you review the units. Okay, whatever it is that you do is what I'm trying to tell you. You're gonna say, "Hi, I'm blank. I'm a content creator and I create reviews." Okay, I review blank products, whatever the industry is. Okay, or I review such and such equipment, or I review blah 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 services. Okay, this is what I do. Okay, I create these reviews specifically for social media. And then you can say, this is my audience, and you can tell them what type of audience you have. Okay. If you have a sizable network or following, that may be where you say, this is my following. But if you have a smaller account, I normally don't like to include the following. You just say, this is my audience, and what they're interested in. All right. And I would be really interested in creating a review for you around product blank. So this is where you have to do a little research. So you can go to that company's website and you can go to their social media accounts. They normally, or you can sign up for the newsletter, and there's normally some type of product or program or initiative or service that they're about to roll out, or that they're in the process of rolling out, right? You can look at the hashtags, you can look at what they've been posting. And so you can say, hey, I would love to create a review for you on this particular thing. If I guess you can't get a grasp of what the particular thing is, you can say, I would love to create a review, for you. And then I normally throw in a line. I say, I already use your blank, 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 whatever that thing is that you already use. And if you have it in your house, maybe snap a picture of it. You know what I mean? So that they know. They're like super simple email. Okay. And then I like to close it with a question. I'll say, is this the correct content? Is this the correct contact? Is this the correct contact? Blah, blah. Is this the correct contact with a question mark? So now they're going to answer you and they're going to say, yes, I'm the right person, or actually, no, you need to talk to XYZ Elemental P. Okay. Once they respond back, you're going to send again a short video, and you're going to say, if they say, yes, this is the right contact, well, you're going to say, great and nice to meet you, XYZ. Thank you for answering my email. I know you're busy, so I keep it short. Here are my ideas. Or these are the types of content that I can create for you. And then normally I like to have like 2 or 3 ideas, and I like to have 2 or 3 direct links to like samples of your work. And that's also where you want to include your little video. Okay. Just super short, sweet, to the point, get you really, really far. Okay. That you're welcome. I just gave you game for free. If that was helpful to you, baby, you need to come into the boot camp. Okay. And don't be like, I want to come to the boot camp, but I can't buy now, pay later, because we got a payment plan up there now that's no credit check. Okay. So no credit, bad credit, or you just don't want your credit hit, whatever you need to do so you can come in. All right. Now, next, let's start finding like, how do we get notice? So number one, you're always going to research your hashtags. I know y'all get tired of people telling you to research your hashtags, but it works. And there's very specific hashtags that we're going to look for. You're looking for hashtags that company uses, the company that you want to work with. So for instance, Too Faced Cosmetics, I saw this like literally right before I went live. They have this chocolate palette or something that's out that they're really, really pushing. And it's for sale in the TikTok shop for like $18 instead of $54 right now. It's a whole thing about this chocolate palette. And I noticed like a few weeks ago, they were promoting like this palette, and they have specific hashtags that they're using. So you may want to incorporate that hashtag with your other hashtags. Also, there are very specific hashtags that UGC content creators are using and influencers are using so they can be found. So let's say you live in Houston, Texas, then you may do hashtag Houston influencer, right? Let's say you're a food influencer. You use hashtag food influencer, hashtag food blogger. So you're going to do a combination of 2 or 3 of these little hashtags periodically with this content. Also, as you're getting the free stuff, you're getting the free gifts, you want to make sure that you are adding and tagging the companies. So a lot of this is going to be about being strategic and pre-planning. So let's say that you review fragrances or something like that. Then next time you post about a fragrance, you need to post like, oh, whatever your post is, whether it's an image or a video, and you're going to tag like, this came from this, and the fragrance at this particular company. Okay. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Hey, Traveling with Autism, y'all picking up what I'm putting down. So now, even if the company that you're trying to get their attention of, even if they don't pay attention to you, I promise you, there are other companies that are out there paying attention, and they will 100% start the process of reaching out to you. So a lot of people want to know, how do you get inbound? How do you get inbound requests? That's how I ended up getting inbound requests. I literally, when I first started, I didn't have like a whole lot of companies reaching out to me to want to work with me. So I started creating content with what I had in the house. I started reaching out to those people, which eventually I ended up getting on a lot of PR lists and stuff like that. But because other companies saw me using those particular hashtags, and they saw me tagging companies with the content that I was creating, then other companies started to reach out to me to ask me about other products and other offers. Okay. So that's why I said the process for like getting free stuff and getting paid from brands is literally the same. It just starts to get different once you start getting into like negotiations and understanding the terminology, like as far as in the contracts and what you need to come to the table with. That's where it starts getting really good, really different. Hey, Texas Girl Travel, thank you for the heart me. If that makes sense. Then the next thing also, a lot of you guys, shout out to everybody that's coming into the challenge. That's a good thing because you're expanding your network. But a lot of people, you need to be a part of a network. You need to be a part of a community. So a lot of times, somebody knows somebody that knows somebody, and we will trade information. We will trade databases you should be in. We will trade softwares you're supposed to be in. We will know that there's some type of upcoming project that's coming up where they're looking for like other content creators. We will pass your name along to the other decision makers. Sometimes those people will say, hey, do you know anybody else that fits this particular profile? We're looking for these type of people for our upcoming campaign. And you're like, oh yeah, I know 2 people. Let me give you their information. So sometimes y'all need to understand, like, working with other people and knowing other people is going to help you get more jobs. The same way you would refer someone else that's a good fit, right, to a job. It's not going to stop you from getting anything. Okay. And then the last thing that I wanted to share today, because we're about to run out of time, is seasonal pitches. Okay. Seasonal pitches. Seasonal pitches. Seasonal pitches. Stop sliding into people's DM and sliding into their emails talking about, hi, I'm a content creator. And I was wondering, do you guys have a program for for affiliates? Or do you guys have a program for content creators? Or, how much do you pay influencers? And no, okay, that the baby, they're taking your email and it's going to the trash. Okay, think seasonal. So for instance, we're in back to school season right now. Some of y'all like, what? Yes, we're in back to school season. Let me tell y'all this. I saw a gig in one of the marketplaces that I'm listed in. It was for FAFSA. Y'all know, like the Pell Grant people, FAFSA. Yeah, they were looking for influencers. They were looking for influencers in between the ages of 17 to 24 to create content about applying for your FAFSA. Because apparently there was like a lot of stuff that had gone on and it was late, then the application was closed. Now it's back, whatever. Guess how much they were paying? They were willing to pay in between $5,000 and $12,000. In between $5,000 and $12,000 for 3 posts. And they were specifically looking for people in between 17 and 24 that had at least 20,000 followers to talk about the FAFSA and how everybody should fill it out to see if they're eligible for Pell Grants. So when I say it's all kinds of opportunity out here, there are all kinds of opportunities out here. Okay. You say your daughter could have done that? Probably so. There's just said there's all kinds of stuff out here, but you have to be ready. So, like for instance, if you're a person and you're pitching brands and companies right now, you honestly should be pitching for like Christmas and holiday time and Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, anything that's coming up at the end of the year. You even could be pitching for New Year's campaigns, because a lot of the companies that are looking to hire people right now, they're going to want that content to be put out like towards the middle to end of August. They're looking for content to be put out for Thanksgiving. They're looking for content to be put out for Halloween. They're looking for content to be put out, like I said, for Christmas or for Hanukkah. And so a lot of times when y'all are out here like pitching, y'all are just kind of like arbitrary throwing stuff out there. No, you come to these companies and you say, hey, well, are you sourcing content creators for any upcoming holiday campaigns? Are you sourcing content creators for any upcoming Christmas campaigns? Are you sourcing content creators for any upcoming Thanksgiving campaigns? Or I have an idea, this is how we can work, together. And so literally you being able to have like a couple of examples given, a couple of examples of how you guys can work together, having like a really good video pitch. If you have a couple samples of the type of work that you can create for these companies, and you're phrasing it like this, you're going to be way more likely to get a yes. And this is why you have companies that are willing to say, well, yes, we are, or this is the budget, or sometimes they may come back and they may ask you what your rates are. Right. And we can talk about negotiations like another day. I'll be honest, I don't want to talk a lot about negotiations out here. A lot of that is going to be for people that are coming into the boot camp, because there's definitely a whole process with like your rates and the back and forth and all of that good stuff. But anyway, that is where I want to stop at today. And if you guys found that information helpful, then make sure you click the link in the bio and tap the first button and join the Small Accounts Big Brands Challenge. And it's for any of you guys that have small accounts, 10,000 people and under, and you want to work with some of these big brands. Inside of the boot camp, we're going to show you guys how to get free gifts, how to get on PR lists, how to get invited to content creation events, what your rate should be, how to get paid by these companies and brands. We're going to take you through the process of setting up your rate card. We're going to give you the apps that you need to create the content with, and we're going to show you how to create the apps. We are going to go through the different types of content. We're going to make sure you guys are building up a portfolio. We have content creation trainings and classes, which is very, very important, because that's how you're making your money. And then any of you guys that are coming into the study hall, I will be providing you guys with email templates to fire off to these brands. I have a list of 50 active PR emails that I know work, like companies that work with small creators. So I have that as well. I also am going to take you guys through the process of building. We're going to build out your site, so all of you guys will have an active site as well. But anyway, let's do Q&A for about 10 minutes. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Dotcoms, Miss Dotcoms House Keys. You're so welcome. So hopefully this has been helpful, and I know it is, because I thank you for the heart me laddie. A lot of times I get out and scour the internet just to see what information is out there or what they're teaching people or talking to people about, and a lot of times it's bullcrap.com, or I see kind of like the same, hey Rankins, what's going on? I see a lot of people that have the same redundant information out there, and it's very surface level. They say things like, if you want companies to work with you, be authentic to who you are, really think about your why. What can you offer the brand? And I'm like, okay, yeah, we get it. But people need tactical. People need like step 1, step 2, step 3, at least the type of person I am. That's how my brain works. Don't send me out here leaving stuff up to interpretation. Tell me what it is, god dang it. Okay. Tell me, you understand? Tell me what it is and what I need to do, right? Because a lot of you guys, if somebody tells you how to put together a good pitch video, and for those of you that are coming into the boot camp, yes, that is one of the things we will be doing, is putting together your pitch video. Like that's literally one of your homework assignments. And we're going to take you through what is included in a good pitch video, how to put it together. We're going to have examples that we're going to be able to show to you guys of like, these are solid pitches, and that's what you will be doing. Those of you in study hall, we're going to be working with you real talk, okay, on getting it together. But a lot of y'all, if somebody told you, right, like I was just telling y'all about the Chrome extension, and I was telling y'all to make your pitch video short, like 40 seconds or less, if possible, definitely 60 seconds or less. It does not need to be over 60 minutes. A lot of y'all would have already done that, right? Thank you, Rankin. Thank you for my coral, right? And so a lot of y'all are not doing it, not because you don't want to, just because you don't know how to do it. Or how I gave a lot of y'all a little script on how to inquire with the initial email. If somebody told y'all what to say, y'all would have already started messaging people that. Thank you for my team bracelets, Miss.com. Thank you. Thank you. You said I'm just like that. I need to know step by step. I'm very old school. Girl, it is not an old school thing. Most people need to know. And y'all want to know what grinds my gears? Y'all want to know what really grinds my gears? When you have people that will get out here and they'll be like, you can just learn everything on Google and YouTube. You cannot. If you can learn everything on Google and YouTube, people would not be out here lost. People wouldn't be out here wondering, because the dangers are when it comes to Google and YouTube, and it's something that you don't really know a lot about. You don't know when someone is telling you bull crap. You don't know when you're missing steps. You don't know if you don't have the right tools. You don't know when you're missing the nuts and the bolts. A lot of y'all have never even thought about the types of UGC content that you want to create, because some of y'all are going to excel at doing testimonials. Some of you guys are going to excel at doing reviews. Hey, Glorious Logs, thank you so much from my heart. Some of you guys are going to excel at like putting out gorgeous carousel posts and imageries. Some of you guys are going to do really, really well at like trending audio and trending topics and stuff like that, and being able to submit that to companies and brands. Some of y'all are going to do so well with short, with these short form videos. Y'all are going to do super duper well. You said they can't find your experience on YouTube. What do you mean they can't find your experience on YouTube? Say that in a different way, Dr. Victoria. I don't quite understand what you mean. Say it to me in a different way. You said, I wish YouTube would send me notifications. Child, I have a new text number that's set up. We're just testing it out. And so for a while, y'all know we left community. I felt some type of way, and we were trying to get a short code with easy texting. I don't like my rep. I don't like his attitude. I don't like that he lies. And y'all know if I'm doing business with somebody, don't lie to me. You put me in a position where I don't trust you, I'm not spending my money with you. So I had to go and find another text messaging company. And so I think we got a good one now. I do. So we'll have a new number that'll be set up, and y'all can text, and we can start. Y'all will be able to text a keyword to us, and then we'll send you notifications of when we're going to live stream and what we're live streaming about that day. Hey, Venus, what's going on, gorgeous? You said yours, what you've experienced. Well, who experienced? What do you mean? I'm so confused, Dr. Victoria. I'm so sorry. I'm having a blind moment right now. Help me out, girl. What, like yours, what you've experienced? Who? Like me, what I've experienced? What experience are we talking about? You said they can't find your experience on YouTube. Who can't find? Who is they? Who is they? Help me out. Help me out, girl, because I'm not putting two and two together right now. I promise I'm trying. I'm so lost right now. But I want to be found. You understand? I'm lost, but I'm trying to be found. Help me out. Help me understand what's going on. I think she was saying they don't have your experience on YouTube. Who don't have it? Who doesn't have my experience? She's trying to say I don't have experience in it. Oh, okay. Thank y'all, because I was like, what? Okay, yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, I'm on YouTube at King Ashley. I'm so confused. Thank you, Dr. Victoria. Thank you so much. Dr. Victoria, girl, I was not putting it together, girl. I'm like, who, girl? I'm like, who is looking for me? These are, I've encountered several issues with brand products that I just can't lie to people about. That's why I said more people are going to do better with reviews than testimonials, because I'll be honest, I'm not like a big testimonials person either, because I don't care how much you pay me. I'm not fixing to sit here and lie and say something is good when it's not. I can't. I can't. I mean, I could, but I won't. I'm just not gonna do it. And y'all, I remember, oh my God, this was a long time ago. I will never forget this man though. This was back in the Periscope days. And he had this platform. It was similar to Go High Level, right? And this was way back then. And he wanted me to promote. He was like, y'all, because y'all know most of my audience members, y'all are business owners, y'all are side hustlers, y'all are, influencers, aspiring influencers, content creators, stuff like that. And he was just like, I'll pay you. He told me he would pay me $25,000 to promote this particular platform, to use it, and like once a week over the next 5 weeks, to talk about the platform, show the back office, host a couple webinars, stuff like that. And then he was like, not only will I pay you $25,000 to do this, I will also give he was like, I think for 3 years, I would get 10% of everybody, because it was like a monthly fee. So I would get 10% of all of the monthly fees that were coming in. He was like, this is a really good deal, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, I have to use it first. I was like, I don't promote stuff that I don't believe in. I was like, so can you create an account for me so I can come in and start, clicking around and trying to learn the platform. Okay. So I was just like, okay, babe, when I got in there, it was trash.com. Okay. Terrible. And I told him, I was like, this is not easy to navigate. It's not fun to use. It's very clunky. It's also very slow. And if I'm promoting this like this, when people have an issue, they're going to come to me because I'm the person that told them, about this and like talked about and like gassed it up, talked about how great it was. I was like, I'm not comfortable promoting this. He was like, I give you 50,000. No. Then he went into the whole, you don't want to help a black man out and you're a black woman and it's a shame. And I'm like, okay. And the people in my audience are black people. Why am I going to convince people to spend their money on something? And I know that it's not going to work for them. What you're promising has not been delivered. Like, what are you talking about? It was a whole thing though. I'll never forget that man. But he was shocked that day because he thought that if he offered me $50,000 plus the commissions, that I was going to do it. And he could not believe that I told him no. He could not believe I told him no. Now somebody else told him yes. And anyway, they ended up losing their platform, baby, and that company is nowhere to be seen to this day. Okay, nowhere to be seen. You said I'm currently bombarded by nail companies. Some just have plastic products, and I just can't. So with the nail companies, if you're looking for like specific quality or ingredients and stuff like that, one thing that you can do is whenever you finally find a nail company that you want to work with, reach out to that nail company and say, hey, I do this type of content, and several other nail companies have reached out to me, but the truth is I'm not satisfied with the quality of the product, and I like your products, I've been using them, or whatever it's going to be, and be like, I would love to create a review for you, or I would love to create like a real review or a case study, or maybe even a tutorial using your products and talking to people about the outcomes or the benefits of them, something like that. You said I have a company and they currently are in a match. Okay, come on now. You said, yes, my master is in education. Baby, I stay in the lane that allows me to drive with integrity. Factual. You said it's going to value 2 times. Okay. Let's go. But yeah, a lot of times companies will reach out to you. I call them sub companies. And the reason I call them subpar is or they're like a knockoff. You know what I'm saying? They really are. It's like a knockoff. They're like, it's not, we don't have Sprite. We have Right. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, wait a minute. And it's in the same container, same, labels, same font, but it ain't quite that. Yeah. It's a bunch of that. Like once you get to going, a lot of them will pop up with their knockoff, whatever it is. Okay. Absolutely, 100%. That's a very real thing. And I'm glad that like this is being brought up because a lot of you guys, I get when you first start that it's like exciting and you just want to work and you want to build up your portfolio. But realistically, for some of y'all, do some investigation on the company before you accept the job. You know what I'm saying? Like really, like do some investigation, look up who they are, look up, other reviews, find out about the ingredients and stuff or the supplies, make sure it's not there's a particular fashion house. They do fast fashion and I won't work with them because I know for a fact they treat their labor horribly. They treat their labor really, 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 really bad. The conditions that they have those people working in, the hours that they have to work, I was just like, when I saw that and I saw it, like I saw it, I was just like, there's no way in good conscience I can order from this company, much less promote or create content for this company. You know what I'm saying? And they pay very, very well. They pay extremely well, but I'm just not interested in it. So thank you for my community fest, Texas Girl Travel. So sometimes before you put your face or your name, your likeness to a brand, you need to really be comfortable or be sure that you're comfortable with that brand or with that company, and what they do. And I get it. No one's gonna research everything, but just look for like some general info, because at the time this company approached me, it was like going viral all over the internet how they treat their employees. And I was just like, ain't no way. He said, I've been getting 60 plus gifted collaborations, and I'm beginning to understand that this is just deception. Yeah, on those collaboration requests, I talked about that yesterday, how to turn those gifted collaboration opportunities into paid opportunities. So I would definitely like stand on my square about that and about what you're willing to work with or not work with, and leave it at that. And then sometimes you can follow back up with them or they'll follow back up with you and they will come up with a budget, unless it's something that you really, 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 really want, and something that you will add links to, through the TikTok shop or through your Amazon program, so that way you're going to make money off of it over time. That's the only way. For me personally, that's the only way that I would be willing to do that. And it would have to be something that I find extremely valuable. Like I was telling you guys, I want to get one of those deals with the grocery stores. They may only pay you like $1,000 a month in cash, but they give people like $2,000-3,000 a month in free groceries at the store. For me, even most time, I don't like to do a in-kind exchange before a grocery store. I absolutely positively would 100%. 100%. If my job is to create, a post for you in 2 or 3 story frames a month, and you're giving me $2,500, $3,500 in free groceries, plus you're giving me $1,500 every month, bet, let's do it. Now, there's not a lot of other deals I would take like that, but for the grocery store, yeah, because I go to the store at least 2 or 3 times a week. Like yesterday, I got a watermelon, I got a cabbage. What else did I get? It wasn't a lot. A watermelon, a cabbage. I got some jasmine rice, a couple things of chicken stock, and some broccoli. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to the store on a regular basis. So if there's a store that I like to shop at and they're willing to give me a credit like that for that, yeah, I would. You know what I'm saying? Can I tell the chat something about what product is about to boom? Sure. Sure. You sure can. Tell them what product is gonna boom, girl. Do it, do it, do it, do it. You said goalie? Did I read that right? Goalie? I think that's Golli. I think that's what they said. Goalie. Okay. Okay, y'all. You got a tip in here. You better y'all better pursue. Y'all better pursue. You said it's in the dollar store in Texas. I don't know. The products in the dollar stores do well, to be honest. Like And that gets into your niche, because if you are branding yourself as like if you're branding yourself as like a high end luxury girl, then yeah, you probably are gonna struggle, doing a collaboration with a company that's like in Walmart or in the dollar stores, right? But if you're branded as like your everyday content creator, everyday lifestyle, like I'm the friend next door, then you do have more opportunities for products, way more. If you can get a gifted collab, go to the store, grab you one, and make the content. That's what they said. That's what she just said, y'all. You said, yep, Dollar Tree. They must be doing a rebranding. Who knows? I would have to look up and see, but I mean, seriously, hey, love, MK, when you're trying to pick out your niche, that matters. Like that matters. Like, what type of content does your audience know you for? And so some people don't think about that when they're like, oh, like for instance, y'all know there's this whole soft girl era. I think it's kind of like finally sort of kind of like fizzling out. But there were a lot of content creators that wanted to brand themselves as, I'm soft, I'm luxury, I'm high end, I'm just floating through life, you know what I mean, swafting from day to day. And what they ended up finding out is it started making it very challenging for them to be able to be marketable and relatable, because they had made their niche so small. Like there's only so many people that can be in the aspirational content space at a time. You said the angle with Goalie is to remind the crowd that the benefits are made for everyone. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. But yeah, you got to figure it out. So some of y'all, you're in the cleaning niche, you're going to do great because everybody has to clean. Using your talk to speech, got it. Your talk to speech is good. My Southern draw is too heavy for my talk to speech. And people don't think about that, but that's a real thing, y'all. You got to think about that when you're trying to set up and you're like, okay, I want to be a UGC creator and I want to create content. You got to think about that. Do you want to be like aesthetically pleasing? Do you want to be the organizer? Do you want to be beige mom? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to figure out what it's going to be. You said you just made a cleaning video for a brand. Come on, Mr. Eagle Vision. I'm just saying cleaning is a great niche because everybody has to clean. You got to clean your house. You got to clean your apartment. You got to clean your bathroom. You got to clean your office. You got to clean the trunk of your car. Like everybody has to clean. So cleaning is like one of those that a lot of people don't think about when they're on the journey and they're trying to figure out what they want to do. Hygiene. Most of us, take care of our bodies with like lotions and deodorants and toothpaste and, you know what I mean? Q-tips, the stuff to clean out your ears. Like those are things that like literally a lot of people have to use, like different vitamins, supplements, feminine care products, stuff like that. So a lot of times when y'all are thinking about like who are you going to reach and you having longevity and also having the ability to earn, a good amount of income, don't pigeonhole yourself too much. That's all I'm trying to say. Do you think it's better to have several accounts or different niches or even as a lifestyle content creator? Yes, I do. I do. I like am starting a new faceless account, and that one will be nothing but, like business and motivation stuff over there. And realistically, that's a super specific niche, as opposed to like over here on TikTok, I do business, beauty, cooking, and lifestyle. That's it. If I want to have another one that was just like luxury travel or something like that, I would have a page just for that. Because the reality of the situation, there's a very small percentage of the population that can afford to go to a villa that costs $45,000 for 5 days. Most people can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not in a disrespectful way. But if you're doing like high-end luxury stuff, you're gonna be limited, you know what I'm saying, to like the audience that you can serve. And I'm gonna be limited to jobs because also remember marketing is about aesthetics. Child, let me stop. Those of you that are coming to the small accounts, big brands challenge, click the link in my bio, tap the first button, especially if this was helpful to you today. But we're going to talk about that too. Marketing is aesthetics. Marketing is the message of that brand, and people aren't really thinking about that. So there are absolutely some companies, they're not going to work with you if you look a certain type of way. There's some companies, they're not going to work with you if your hair isn't a certain type of way, if you have a specific type of nails, if you're not manicured a certain type of way, if you're a specific type of weight. I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. I'll go ahead. Tracy, you said you can't wait. Tracy, the boot camp is going to be lit. Remember, we start the 14th, August 14th, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time via Zoom. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, people don't want to hear this, but it's true. It's true. There are certain opportunities that you're going to get based on the aesthetic, right? And then some of y'all create faceless content, so the aesthetic of you doesn't matter, but the aesthetic of that page show matter. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to keep it a buck. Okay. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I want everybody to be successful. I want you to win. So you have to know, like, there's a reason that there are some guys and gals, they do exceptionally well in the beauty industry. When have you ever seen someone that's a skincare like content creator and they focus on skincare? When have you ever seen one of those people? Y'all know what I'm talking about. They look very put together. When have you ever seen one of them that looks just like dusty or regular or tired? All of the people that do skincare stuff, from young to middle age to old, there's a certain energy, like a certain like level of polish that they have. They all have a specific posture. They're all very good at enunciating their words. A lot of them, their voice, like the tones, you know what I'm saying? They're not overly animated, overly excited. A lot of them have very clean backgrounds, even if they're in the bathroom, even if they're recording sometimes in front of like a white wall with just a green plant over in the corner. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, successful ones, add to cart beauty, successful ones. I'm not talking about somebody just saying this is what they are. I'm talking about the successful ones. I'm talking about the ones that have like large followings, large accounts. They're producing a lot of content, and these are people that are probably making $300,000-$400,000 a year off of that skin content. And then they always have like a certain sheen or a certain luster, you know what I'm saying, about their faces. You'll notice when they come on the camera, they a lot of them, they're not wearing a lot of jewelry, you know what I'm saying, because they want you to be focused on the skin. Like hey Yaya, hey Yaya's Natural Skincare, baby, I got your box. Okay, y'all, we're gonna do an unboxing with Yaya's Natural Skincare. I'm really excited. I have their box. I'm so excited. Okay, see what goodies are inside of my box. It is literally sitting in my unboxing basket right now. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what's inside of there. But yeah, like I'm just telling the truth. Like y'all have to think about this type of stuff. So some of y'all are like, oh, this is the industry I want to be in. And then even whenever we get into skincare, like honestly, are you doing like very high-end expensive skincare? Because realistically, like a lot of people are not going to spend $80 for a facial cleanser. You have some that will, but you may have more people that are willing to pay like $18 or $20 for the facial cleanser. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You have to figure out, because the girl or guy that's marketing like the, more affordable skincare versus the guy or girl that's out here testing $700 La Mer moisturizer, two different audiences that they're going to. Okay, two different audiences that they're creating content for. And I guarantee you, whenever you go look the profile of someone that La Mer is looking for to create content for them, compared to the profile that Olay is using to create skincare products for them, very very different profiles of people. So that's all I'm saying. Like, you got to really start putting some thought into this. Okay, you got to really start putting some thought into it. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. That's all I'm trying to tell you. You got to really think about what's going to be going on over there. You said affordable skincare is just as great. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends on what the product is and what you're using it for. And I'll say this. So there's a company and they sent me a moisturizer to use. And my face, I don't know if y'all can see right now in the camera, but I got all these breakouts. They all started yesterday for me using that moisturizer. And it's supposed to be for sensitive skin. And I was like, no. And I know for a fact it's that moisturizer because I tried it 2 weeks before and I broke out. But I was like, well, maybe, it was, I had on like a new blush that day. So I said, maybe it was the blush. I wasn't really sure. I've had a bare face for the past, well, I have on makeup today, but for the past week, I had a 100% bare face. I put that goddamn stuff on. By within 2 hours, face was all over again. But you see what I'm saying? So it depends. It's not all. It just depends. Everybody has different, skin. Like a lot of people swear by the ordinary stuff. I can't wear the ordinary, and people swear by it. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wear it. I can't do it. So like literally different, some affordable stuff is like, yes, it's even better than the more expensive stuff. And then some stuff is like, mm. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a it's a difference, right? Now, like when it comes to toners and stuff, do I think that you need like a $200 toner? No. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. But the girls that are buying $200 toners, I'm positive that they felt like they needed those $200 toners. That's why they spent $200 on them. For me though, I'm probably not. You said your daughter hates the ordinary. Yeah, the ordinary is not for me. I know a lot of people like their skin does really, really well with the ordinary, but it's just not for me. I tried it. Everybody was hyping it up. I was like, oh yeah, it's not for me. Okay, but that phone call is for me. So I'll be back. I'm gonna try and get back on maybe around 4ish or so we can go through the handbags and y'all can tell me, we can talk about this idea with the handbags. And I'm gonna have my little notepad and I'm gonna have my pen so I can take notes on what products y'all want. And I'm gonna show y'all the handbags that I'm gonna be posting in my little store. And again, I'm not sure if we're doing this. It's just an idea. I'm just throwing it out there to see who's interested. Okay, that's all. I'm just trying to see who's interested. We're just trying to see what's going on over there, what's going on in the streets. Okay, that's all we trying. That's all we trying to do. All right, so I'll be back at about 4, and then y'all gonna see me come back on again at 6:30 tonight, so we can have our discussion of, about Kamala and Trump and the rally yesterday and all of that good stuff. Anyway, if you found today's information helpful, you know what you need to do. You need to click the link in the bio, tap the first button, join the Small Accounts Big Brand Challenge. It is a 6-week boot camp, and it is designed to help you piece by piece, day by day, get yourself together so that you are working with these brands and these companies, okay? I would highly encourage you guys to get the study hall. If you can swing it, you will not regret it. It is so worth the money to get into the study hall. If you can't get the study hall, then get in the boot camp and then at least purchase the replay so you have them to go back and re-reference and re-watch once the boot camp is over. Okay. Also, do not forget, if you cannot get approved for like a firm and afterpay and all of that stuff, we added a payment plan to the site. It is an in-house payment plan. It is no credit check. Everybody's automatically approved. It's only $97 down, and then you'll make your weekly payments. And so you can do that as well. Okay. I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye, y'all. Oh. Bye, everybody.